I've got something a little bit different for you today. You might have noticed I've changed the name of my YouTube channel from my journey to become a professional artist to a creative life, because my life isn't and hasn't just been about wanting to be a professional artist. When you're creative, you need to create in many different ways, and I just wanted to show you different ways I've been creative over the past few years, and maybe give you some ideas of some things you might like to try yourself. I mean, I've always been, well, for as long as I can remember, I've been a paper crafter, and these are some examples of the sorts of things I used to do. Card with a background made of different mixed media, stamping these little sloths and putting them on, and yeah, quite enjoyed making those. Never sent them or done anything with them. For me, it's just about the actual excuse me, creation, just making things. And then I went through a phase of when I did quite a lot of card making, and I used to make my own envelopes as well. And this is the kind of thing I'd make. Like, I'd stamp an image, and I'd use various papers to create the background and do different stamping, and yeah, they were fun to make. But I feel like once I've mastered something, I need to move on. I can't keep making the same, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. But anyway, like I say, I enjoyed making these at the time. And now I know if I ever need to make an envelope or a card, I've got the skills to do it. So anyway, that's just a few examples of some of the cards I used to make there. And then I've not only done paper crafting, I've done a lot of other types of crafts as well. I'll show you. I've done some soft crafting. I made this toadstool, felt toadstool. That wasn't I didn't make that up though, that was from a kit. So yeah, I quite enjoy doing a bit of embroidery and hand sewing from time to time. And then a little brooch made out of felt. And then I went on to make my own design for a little key ring. A little ginger gizmo, my cat Gizmo. And then I made these little lucky mascots, because there was a time I was into miniature things. I liked making things very, very small, like these small little felt people you can see here. And then I've done cross stitch, so some key rings here, handmade. I've done various cross stitch designs on. And then I used to make these little people out of pipe cleaners, little angels or fairies. So yeah, I used to make those. I had some that I put a really miserable face on. I called them Grumpy Girl. She was based on me, actually. And then there's some more things handmade. Some fabric brooches. And then I've also been known to make some bedding for dolls, little pillows, little mattress there and cover. And then I even made soft toys at one time. little hair there. So that's the soft craft that I was doing. And then I've also done some soap making, sometimes successfully, sometimes not quite as successful. But yeah, I had a bit of a foray into soap making. And then I tried my hand at jewellery making. And this could go from the most simple things, such as just threading beads onto an elastic, like in these examples here. Very pretty beads though, pretty glass beads. Then I went on and learned how to make these type of bracelets, learning how to do macrame. So I've done those. And then another simple stringing of semi-precious gemstones. Then a necklace with glass beads, and another type of necklace made with a shell, and I just stuck beads in with I believe it was resin, I can't remember now, it's quite a long time ago. Just a shell with a hole drilled into it, and put these pretty beads in it to make a feature. And then I made wish bracelets, very simple wish bracelets with a fine thread and various things, like that's a little hematite heart, a moonstone, and a little freshwater pearl on that one there. And these were fun to make. My son once had his girlfriend round the house, and she wondered what I was doing, and I was actually baking marbles in the oven so they would crackle. I think she thought I was a right weirdo. That's probably why their relationship finished. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, these are really effective. They're really pretty. So these are marbles that were baked in the oven, and then you take them out of the oven and you plunge them into ice, and the glass crackles. But don't just do it. You have to look up, make sure you find out, do your research to find out how to do it safely. Don't do it like I did with just pure experimentation. And then I've experimented making rings. I'm a trier if nothing else. I get bored easy. I like to try new things, different things. Anyway, so I learned how to make rings out of wires, threading beads on them. I hope I get it off if I put it on. Yeah. So they were fun to do, but I haven't done those in quite a long time now. They look more difficult than they actually are. They're quite simple. They're quite simple to make, really. But I enjoyed making them at the time. And that's it. It's actually not so much the end result, but the actual making them. That's the fun bit. Just being creative. And then once I'd explored making the rings, threading the beads, etc., I went on to learn how to do chainmail, and I made this bracelet, learning a chainmail technique. So I feel like I'm going to get drawn back into doing this again, because I did enjoy it. I enjoy the intricacies of it, enjoy the fact that it comes out into a beautiful pattern. And then there's a crochet blankets I used to make, and the rag rugs, and oh, in case I forget, It's my latest artwork that I've been doing. 2 acrylic paintings. Yeah, that's it. Be creative. There's so many options out there, so many ways to be creative. Maybe I've inspired you to have a go.